Hey, Thrifty Picker here. I'm Laurie. Long time no haul video because I've been busy doing bunches of other things. Let me go over here and, well, I don't know what that is. I don't want that. Let me refresh here. Went to the local Rummage, the church. They have a yearly, very large rummage sale. They have in the cafeteria of the church, because it's also a school. They have huge, well, that's the auditorium. It's the auditorium of the church, and then over at the cafeteria they have of the school, because it's all connected. It's a church. They have the bargain barn as well. So I hit both rooms, large rooms. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know how to do that, but okay. Trying to get my chat up here. At least that's what I'm working on here. What I'm trying to work on here. There we go. So I can show everybody what I bought. I spent a total of $36. So I'm, pleased with the amount, with the prices that I paid for stuff. It was pretty decent with what I got. So I'm just going to run through and show you all the goodies I got today. Like I said, I only spent $36. I stand to make a decent profit off of what I bought. So let me start off with what I got sitting here on the table. This is one of the coffee mugs I bought. This is a from Gracie's Pantry, which I've never heard of Gracie's Pantry, but the design alone caught my eye, and so I bought that. And I'm probably going to put it on for like $26 because some of her stuff is quite pricey. So got that, and then I bought these mugs. These are made by Dutch Wax Coastal. Hold on, let me find my third eye here. Coastal Coastline, yeah, Coastline Imports, and it's just like a red floral. These are very nice. I picked them up again because I hadn't heard of the name, but the design alone. This was the first one I seen. Hi, Amelia. This is the first one I seen, and it was a dollar. So, and I gonna probably list it for like $24.99. And then there was another one sitting there, and this is more of a. I think it's more of a seascape type. Uh, can't quite pinpoint what that flower is. Um, yeah, they're both really pretty. Got these two here that I picked up, and then again this one by Gracie's. If you didn't see this one, this is Gracie's Pantry. Um, those were the first three mugs well, these two, the first two was in the first building, and then the second, this one was in the bargain barn for like a quarter. So I mean, I was like, okay. I picked up a bunch of, well, 9 neckties to be exact. And with soccer being such a big thing right now, couldn't pass up this soccer tie. Got to get that listed because that's with the World Cup going on, and then around here we have FC Cincinnati going to the Major League Soccer thing. So I got that one, and here's another soccer themed one. One big soccer ball. Got that one. I do pretty good with novelty ties. Then we have this one. This is the um, Cleveland Clinic 2006 Medical Innovation Summit. This is a Lynn Creative flag, basically world flag necktie. Only paid $1 a piece for the ties, and most of these you can get $8.99 and up. Some of them $20 if they're really sought after. And even though it's not Christmas, I still pick up the Christmas ties, little holiday Christmas ties. You know, you got reindeer and a snowman playing hockey. Pick those up. I like selling novelty ties. I like the content. Here's another novelty tie. This is Santa and the reindeer playing football. So I thought that was cute. And these are by Noel. Cute ties. And here's another Christmas tie. This one's got, I believe it's Norman Rockwell. No, this is a Hallmark. Holiday Traditions. Just another Christmas tie. That way I got them for when, when the season rolls around. They're already on there, ready to go. And some people, like my cousins, they celebrate Christmas in July. So they'll be dressed up in their Christmas attire. They actually have a big Christmas party and presents for everybody and all that good stuff. And this is Norman Rockwell Christmas tie. This is also by Holiday Traditions. It's a Hallmark, but it's got the Norman Rockwell print on it. And I usually, do pretty good with Christmas ties. Yep, Christmas sells all year. Yes, it does. And of course, I picked up another one of these. This is the second one I found. This is a Harry Potter necktie. It's got a little string hanging. I'm going to have to fix that. I already sold the first one, so I know this one probably won't last long either. And here's another soccer tie. This is by A. Rogers. So, with soccer being such a big thing, I couldn't pass those up. So, those are all the ties I got. I didn't buy any clothing because I am like up to my guilt. I should say I didn't buy any. I bought these. I consider those accessories, not actual clothing. I didn't buy any shoes because I'm filled to the gills with that. I picked up a Sony CyberShot, still in the box, for $2. This is the DSC W330. It's blue. I tested it. It does work. It's got the original box. It's got the all the paperwork that comes with it, software, and all the goodies there. Still got the original inner packaging with the camera, the battery, and then the charge port or charge audio-visual cord, and looks like the wristlet. Yep, wrist cable. So, and then it's got the pop-out battery. Then you just pop it in this thing here and plug it in the wall. That's probably going to sell for like $30, $24.99 to $29.99, give or take. So, because of everything that it does work, and it has all the packaging. So, and I've seen some of them sold for less than that, but I'm going to ask a little bit more. So, I got that, and then I got this. Paid $1 for this. It's still got the package. It's a Vera Bradley pink blush with tags. Wristlet, which I haven't priced this yet, so I really don't know. I think I paid $1 for that. I bought these. They're Sony stereo headphones. The packaging was open, but they have never been taken out of the package. So I figure I'd get about 15 to 20 on that. Hi, Valerie. How are you? Those. And then I bought this. I paid $1 for. $1 for this is a Mr. Christmas gold label neck cracker sweet animated thing. Which it does not. I don't have the power supply for it. I'm gonna try to find one, see if I've got one, see if it works. If it works, I might be able to get more for it, but as is, I can probably get $50 for it. So, but I only paid $1 for it, so I'm happy with that. It's missing a few things. It's missing some of the little, these little blue things up here on the top. It's missing a few of those. It's missing the dimmer or the speed switch knob cover here. Hi, Anissa. How you doing? And missing the power cord, of course. But I want the power cord so I can see how it works. I've never seen one work. I imagine I can probably go on YouTube here and get it, and find it and how it works. But I want to see it for myself. Oh. And then I paid $10 for this entire box, which is nothing but paintball stuff. I got 2 hoppers. I'm gonna part everything out because the paintball gun, the pistol grip is broke off of it, but still sell it for parts. Got 2 hoppers. They're the 200 round hoppers. Got the JT mask, full mask. I'll probably get, I don't know, maybe $10 for that. Then I've got the 20 ounce CO2 canister, which I probably sell for $15, and this probably sell for 10. This is the 12 ounce. Um, and then, of course, the Spider Sonic paintball gun, which is going to be, I'm going to sell it for parts for like $25 or something like that. You can see it's broke right here where it attaches, and it's missing a screw to attach the pistol grip up here. But they can be repaired and all that good stuff. Some people take these things and mod them, so pretty cool. So it's going to be sold as is, but $10 for all that, and I can part it all out. It's, no, not a bad deal there. Oh. And then we have, like I said, I only spent $36 for all of it. Let's see. Somebody need to come here and give me the boot and get me moving. Yeah, that's what got me moving was this yeah, what do they call it? What I go to? Rummage sale. I picked up this Ping golf hat. Really good shape. It doesn't even look like it's ever been worn. It doesn't have any, normally you have the sweat stains and stuff here and then here. And so nothing. Hi, Sue. How are you doing? Oh, I know enough about paintball to shoot them and know that they hurt. And I've had them off and on through my youth, I should say. And as I stated in the on the show this morning, I have a guy that lives up the street, and when he gets, I don't know if he does it just for meanness or just because he's a jerk, but he comes down here and when he stops, he sits on my fence. And he's broke it several times. I've had to go out and repair it. And then he leaves a beer can sitting on the post. So the first when I had my paintball, the last paintball gun I had, I kept my paintballs in the freezer. Well, I went out, and the first time I shot a warning shot, and I knocked his beer can off of the post. And he just kind of looked around and walked off. It was like a warning shot. And so I went out the next day, and sure enough, my fence railing was knocked off. So I had to fix it again because they're just thin. I don't have the big, huge fence railings. So I had to go fix that. Well, about a week later, he's out there again. So this time I hit him with it. And as of yet, he hasn't sat on my fence for a while. So hopefully he got the message. I would have thought he would have got it the first time when I shot the can out next to him, but apparently not. But yeah, that's a nice hat. Caught my eye. Ping golf stuff seems to do pretty good. They had a bag of golf club cover heads, but they had it for like $3 for the whole bag. But you could see that some of the stuff had been taken out of it. There were only like 4 club head covers in it, and I'd say somebody probably opened it and got those and put them on the golf club set that they just bought. But because somebody did walk out with some clubs with head covers on them. So yeah, I do pretty good with Ping. So hopefully that's goes good. I think I paid $0.25 for that. These I bought because I knew, there was 2 of them, and they're the travel size curlers. And usually this time of year, I was involved with this with my daughter, is dance recital and cheer, cheer camp, cheer competitions. And these are perfect for those rather than bringing the big, curlers. You can just throw this in your gig bag or whatever, your competition bag, and off you go with your makeup. I wish they would have had these when my daughter was in competition dance because it would have been so much easier than having to hold that big one around for her hair. So Haven't priced these yet, but I knew they're made by Remington, so it's a good brand. I'm figuring, I only paid a quarter a piece for them, so or no, 50 cents a piece for them. So even if I make $15 off of them, I'm happy with that. So can't beat that. Okay, then what else did I get? Here's another box. Of course, I got some more coffee mugs. And no, I didn't buy this for myself. Hi, Cindy. Um, I already have one, so I don't need it. So this is going into my eBay store. I always buy coffee mugs, especially the collegiate ones, high estate. This has never been used. Very clean. The mugs I got earlier were never used. This one I just thought was cute. This is a Feline Classics Sonnets for cat lovers only. It says you purring at me, instead of the you talking to me. Got that. Good size mug. Um, does have to have look to have some utensil marks in it, so that's just stuff at 20. Yeah, I only paid hey, I'm a Buckeye. I only paid 36 for all this stuff, so and of course we got Wonder Woman. There we go. And it looks fairly. I don't see any utensil marks in it. DC Comics, of course. Wonder Woman rocks. She the best. Um, no chips, cracks, or breaks. I've seen that. Oh, gotta have that. Not for myself, but for my eBay store because everything's DC Comics and Marvel right now. So, and this it needs to be cleaned up, but I could not pass up on Snoopy, a Snoopy plant holder. Uh, Yeah, that cat mug's cute. It caught my eye. Like I said, I only paid like 50 cents. And I don't know how old it is. It just says 1958, 1966 feature syndicate. So I'll have to look it up to see actually how old it is. So, but I couldn't pass that up. You can't pass up Snoopy. I couldn't. And he's just sitting there. He needs clean. Looks like he's got some hard water in him. I'll do my best to get him all cleaned up. So, but yeah, I love Snoopy. Scooby Doo's my favorite, but I don't pass up on Snoopy either. So, but those of you missed the beginning of the show, this was a mug I picked up. This is called Gracie's Pantry. That was another like quarter or 50-cent mug or something like that. And then I picked up these two mugs from Dutch Wax Coastline Imports. These are pretty pricey, and they're real pretty. So could not pass those up. Stuff like that just catches my eye. And then, last but not least, which I haven't decided how I'm going to do these yet. Most people would have passed on these, but I looked up, and it is a full collection of Rawhide VHS. These have been very well taken care of. Very nice. I was trying to see the numbers. Probably sell them individually because most people are just looking for one of those to add to the collection that they already have. I don't think they have any numbers on them. Incident at Dragoon Crossing. Let's see. It says 1428, 1423. But you can see a lot of this stuff on Me TV or whatever. But let's see. They priced their VHS, 3 of them for 25 cents. So I paid one. See, so there's $1. I paid $1, $2, and $2.75 for all of these. But altogether, I spent $36. I'm happy with that because what I've processed so far and the profit that I'll make, approximately $170 so far profit. So not bad for a $36 investment. And not to mention, I have got a few sales today, so I'm happy with that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I got. I did have a bag of paintballs down in there, but I think I'm gonna keep those because the bag's kind of, it looks like one busted in there, and they're a little liquidy looking. So I'll probably keep those for myself. So, but that's always a really good rummage sale. And it was packed out. It started at 8 o'clock. I got there about 7:35 or whatever because it's only like 10 minutes for me. And there were people everywhere. There was people lining around the front of the building, and I parked near the back door because that's where I like to go in. And there was probably 30 people there when I walked up to that door. So, and there was people picking stuff up and putting the stickers on their hands and claiming it. And I'm thinking, you can't do that. That's not fair. Um, it was mostly outdoor stuff like coolers and chairs and umbrellas, table umbrellas. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to do that. That's not right. So I waited my turn and waited till they said, the sale started. So I went in and I think I did good. I think I'm going to do good with the stuff I got. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to, like I said, I haven't got everything processed. So some of this stuff I haven't even drafted yet. I've been working on it a little bit this morning. And I thought, oh, I forgot I got to do my video. So, but that's everything I got. I'm happy with it. Can't wait to see how some of this stuff sells. I had another good sale today. It was a Daisy coffee warmer. If you're not aware of that, make sure you pick those up. I think they prefer them to be, I think 25 watts or better, 28 watts or better. I think it's on my phone. I don't know where I put my phone. Oh, in my pocket. Let's see which one. I believe it was the. Let me see real quick. This was 20. So yeah, so 25 watts or better sells better than some of the lower wattages ones. This was the DAZEY, which I know a lot of you probably already know that, but some of you who don't, who might be new and just getting into hard goods or whatever, because I know not everybody sells hard goods and not everybody sells clothes and all that stuff. So, um, but if you weren't familiar with that, then there's your tip for the day. You can look out for beverage warmers, preferably the Daisy brand, 25 watts or better. Um, will bring you more money than the lower wattage ones. I sold a Brookstone last week or week before. It was week before, but it was new in the box. I sold it for like $34.99. So, but it was still new. So that brand also does well, providing it's in really good shape. Daisy does better, I think, but the only reason that Brookstone did really good was because it had original packaging and it was still in the box, so never used. But for I used the 25 one, I sold it $24.99 plus shipping, so I think I paid a quarter for it at a yard sale. So keep those on your. I've seen those coffee. I never picked them up, but yeah, definitely 25 watts or better. Yeah, keep an eye out for those. You know, and coffee mugs. I coffee mugs. I do. That's probably one of my best sellers is coffee mugs. I sell coffee mugs all the time, and it's usually the weirder or the funnier sayings or something like that. And I didn't even know it was a Vera Wang. I picked up two today, but I put them back because I didn't. They weren't nothing special about them. But I didn't even know she did uh, ceramics. But she does have a line of two coffee mugs that I seen. I didn't like them. And I was like, meh. Yeah, definitely keep your eye out for those. Um, anything, like I said, anything 25 watts or better. I think there's up to 28 watts or something like that. Yeah, I do Starbucks mugs. I try to get the unusual looking ones, and some that are like really, really old. Because some of them, they got some now that I want. It's got the guitars and stuff all over. I was like, oh, I need to get me one of those for my personal collection. Um, but yeah, I do coffee mugs. I've got shelves of coffee mugs. Those are like my favorite thing. They're easy to pack. Um, they're easy to store to me, and they're just fun. But yeah, and the Mr. Christmas items, keep your eye out for those because those are very pricey, especially the different years, different styles. I didn't even know. I mean, I seen that and I thought that I'm going to check that out. It's only for $1. I want to see. I knew it was some kind of animated thing, but I had never heard of Mr. Christmas until one of the morning shows. I think when Todd was talking about Mr. Christmas, I'm thinking, well, what is that? And I'd never heard of it. Well, now I know to look for it. So yeah, I have a few of the Life is Good coffee mugs out there, and the ones that have like the stick figures on them. I think that's might be the ones you're talking about. The Life is Good has like the stick fingers with the little like sisterhood and has like this and all that. Um, and then the big hug mugs, those were big for a while. Um, I've had one in my store probably for the last 6 months, and there for a while, anything big hug mug was selling like crazy. And I found one. I was like, oh, my first one I found in the wild. So I put it on and mm, nah. So maybe next year it'll sell. Who knows? My background gives me my OCD fix. Yeah, that's my. I know where everything is. I know every little pocket, every little thing. I know where that's all the stuff that I'm used for jewelry, um, and jewelry making. That's my wall for that, and paracord bracelets and things like that. Then you don't want to see my workshop where I make holsters, so because that's even got more stuff. I have irons and all kinds of fires. I don't just do eBay reselling. I have several hobbies. So, but that's just because I work so many years, constant working. I was working 12 to 16 hours a day on my feet, constantly moving. Production. I was a manager, so I was all over the plant all the time. Rarely had time to sit. And I had an office, but hardly ever sat in it. So when I couldn't do that anymore because of my back, I had to find things to, occupy because I also have, ADD, hyperactivity, whatever you want to call it, which, I had that long before they even knew what that was. So I always have to stay busy. Constantly got my hands and mind into stuff. So I make gun holsters, and now I'm branching out to making vape mod holsters. Um, I make jewelry. So, I mean, it's just like whatever I decide to do. eBay keeps those habits going, keeps that line of work going. So, but yeah, I've got 50 people wanting vape holsters, and I don't have any molds for them yet. So I got to create molds for that. So that's another thing I get to do. So that's fun. Blocks of wood and start carving dimensions after I get all this stuff processed and listed. So, and then I've got a few jewelry designs going on up here that I want to do. So that's my dog's out there going nuts. But first, I got to get all this stuff taken care of. But yeah, it was fun, and I thought I'd pop on here and do a live video, show y'all what I got. So, and now I'm going to get back off of here and get back to work. Go shut my dog up. Something's got her riled up out there. One of the other dogs is probably laying in her spot or something. So she just stands there and barks obsessively at them. So, but yeah, I got to get some of this done, get it put away, and then I got to go. Yeah, wood for molds is super soft. Yeah. Yeah, I got all my measurements and dimensions from like all these different mods. They're called mod. I don't have mine in here, but it's a vape mod. Is basically it's a box, with that intake thing with a tank on it, and they're all different shapes and sizes, and they normally come in like a. Let me show you. Most of your vapes come. A lot of them come like this. Well, now they got where you can take this top part off and put it on a box mod. You've probably seen them. I'm sure you have. And my kids got me one because I was smoking cigar or those little cigarellos, whatever you want to call them, cigarettes, flavored cigars. And They wanted me to quit, so they bought me that, and it's quite heavy. So um, anyway, I put it in my pocket, and it kept dragging my pocket down. I thought, man, these are heavy. These are too heavy to. And then you put it in your shoulder bag, and then you got to dig for it because it's so heavy it goes to the bottom. So I have some scrap out there. I use a material called Kydex. It's a thermoplastic to make gun holsters. I had scrap out there, so I'm out there. So I went out there and I took my mod apart and I put it in and wrapped it all up in tape and heated me up a few pieces of scrap, and voila! Now I have a holster that I clip to my pocket to carry my vape mod. So, and it's not heavy. It's once it's and then it solidifies, it's real hard plastic, so it protects it because those things are expensive. On top of that, so well, anyway, I posted on one of the vape pages on Facebook, and I've opened the floodgates. So, so yeah, I'm working on it. I got a few. In fact, somebody in here was wanting one. Cindy, I think, was wanting one for her. So I mean, I'm working on getting these molds um, made up and produced because that's I'm a one person operation, and so it takes me a little time to get things together. So, but that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to get. I've gotten with some stores that sell the vape juice and the mods themselves to see if they have any broken ones that they would like for me to have, so I can use them for the molding process because it'd be a lot quicker. Um, it'd be a lot quicker if I could just already have the item in hand, the actual mod, to just throw it in the press. So that's what I've done. I've gone to smoke shops. I've gone and trying to get people to send me broken ones. I've been on the Facebook pages and all that. And I do have a few. I have a handful that people's brought me or mailed me to use for actual molds. Otherwise, I have to come up with them on my own. Um, I do have one smoke shop wanting to see the finished product. So did you miss it? Yeah, you missed it. You missed it. You missed it, Sherry. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at now. I've got, like I said, all these irons in the fire. So yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the replay, hon. So, but I have to get off here. I have to go. I have to get off here. I got to get some of this stuff processed and get it ready for photography. Then I got to jump in the shower and get ready because we're heading down to the Cincinnati Zoo this evening to see baby Fiona, the hippo, the big hippo that's been a big, you know, nationwide thing going on. So, well, she's not a baby anymore. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about is getting a patent because right now everybody else does neoprene and just those silicone sleeves that fit over, say this is your mod, it just slips right over the top of it. So going that route with as far as patenting and all that, looking into all that stuff, and uh big lots going on. So yay for baby hippo. Yeah, she's so cute. I love Fiona. She's the cutest. She's got a personality. It's unreal for an animal. So I can't wait to see her. I've been looking forward to it. So, okay. Well, thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me for a few minutes in the chat and listening to me ramble and um, show all my goodies I got today. I'm like energized, ready to get into stuff and ready to get, um, throw this stuff on eBay and get it sold. So, I got to go. So I will talk to you all later as well. So you all have a great day. Get out there, get to picking. You never know what you're going to find. Bye, everybody.